Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum assalam. Saif, am I audible to you?
Yeah.
Okay, that's perfect. So this side Talha Shahzad. Today I'll be conducting your interview for the senior tech developer.
Okay.
First of all, just give me the brief introduction about yourself and walk me through the professional journey as a tech developer.
Okay. Sure. So myself, Saif Ali. I'm a software engineering graduate. So it's been like more than 3 years. Like I'm working as a monster developer, mostly in React and Node.js. I worked in different databases like MongoDB and Postgres with their respective like ORMs like Mongoose and SQLize. In front end, I worked in React, Next.js. In the back end, I used Node with TypeScript. So initially, I started as a one developer uh, in CloudQuick. Like I started as a junior developer, but later on, I just after a year, now I'm working as a month-stack developer there. Uh, so my day-to-day routine is like to work on front end, back end, and like to build the APIs and the UI components. Yeah.
Okay, so how large was the team you worked with and what was your contribution in that?
Okay. So the team we have is like around 6 people. Uh, Three are working at the back end, three are working at the front end. So these are for the development, and we have QA team uh, and the design team, the designers that creates the design on Figma, and they just give us like we need to like mock that into web application using Next.js. Nowadays we use Next.js a lot, but previously I also worked in React as well.
Okay, so that's perfect. But have you ever led a team of developers or any approach to leadership you have?
Yeah, I did that. I did the front end team. I lead the front end team. Not the full stack, but the front end. But I am working like mostly at the back end nowadays because of the requirements of the project. Yeah, I lead the team.
But like means you are flexible with the front end and back end both, right?
Yes, yes, absolutely.
Okay, that's perfect. So, which tech stack are you strongest in, and what's your proficiency in each? Can you please elaborate?
Okay. Uh, So basically, as I told you, like I'm working as a month stack developer, so I use like React and Next.js with like the components libraries like Shadcn UI, Tailwind, and MUI. Like I worked in all these CSS libraries in the front end. I use like for testing libraries. I use Jest in front end, and in the back end, I worked in Node.js, Nest.js, and Node.js. So Nest is also a framework of Node. So I worked in Node and Nest.js, and for the databases, I used MongoDB and Postgres. I can also work in MySQL, but mostly I worked with MongoDB and Postgres. And also in the back end, I worked in microservices as well. I like set up and like worked in different microservices architecture. Mostly worked in monolithic, but I have experience working in microservices as well, using RabbitMQ, Redis, and like also I dockerize the applications in front end back end. Yeah, so that's my core skills lies in like JavaScript and stack applications.
Okay, like means you are proficient in transforming the Figma files into the code environment, so it will
Absolutely.
be easy
Yeah,
for you, right?
yeah, and if you have use cases document, we I can create the backend of the application using that. And if you have design, that's great. But if you don't have right now, you just starting the project and you don't have any design, so we need to get started with the front end and backend. For that, if immediately we need to like finish the project quickly, then we can start by like going through the like documents, use cases, like what we need at the end. Then we start working on the back end and front end as well, like
Oh,
at
that's
the same
perfect.
time.
That's perfect. Basically, we have a tech team and we want a senior tech developer so that they can review their files, any query they have, or plus the code they want to, so the person can be best suits for that. So, like, moving through the all your experience, and I think so that you are proficient in managing the codes and the bugs they face, right?
Yeah, so I can like show you, I can tell you like how I led my team. So basically, if you want, can I share?
Yes, sure, you can.
Okay, so basically we have a team in the front end and back end. So we start with tickets, Jira tickets and Trello. Mostly use Jira, but I worked in Trello as well. So we create like we have instructions, and we every developer need to create their own branch, and they can also create from Jira, or they can just check out manually. They need to create the branch, and they need to firstly review the ticket, what we need to achieve at the end of this, and what how the other developers can test this ticket. Okay, so then they will create their own branch, they will push the codes, then we will obviously we can figure husky. So just because like we don't want any buggy code in our GitHub repos, but we have a freedom, like they can push the codes in their own branch, they can test on staging, they can create a PR into our staging environment. So
Okay, means
there we
integrating branches is like your daily basis task.
yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so have you worked on some system architecture design? If yes, so that you can walk me through that also.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so basically like when we uh, we want to develop application, we need to like gather all the functional and non-functional requirements, like what this system should needs to be do. Like obviously the main feature of the system, I can give you an example of user registration. We will be having a notification in that application, we will be storing the data. If we are using S3 bucket of AWS service, we can store our images or videos there. Obviously the in the non-functional, I like check that the application needs to be scalable, we need to optimize the performance, we need to like make sure the code is written in the industry standard. If later on any we have a new developer, the onboarding needs to be very easy. So this is like the base, and then we will move to the high level components, like how which technologies we need to use, and obviously we need to follow the trends, and also what our application requires. Like in front end, if we need a single page application, we can go for React, and similar to Node, Python. And if we have it also depends on our resources, like if we have Python developers or Node.js developers or Java, it depends on that, we can choose according to that. And also we need to like see the functionality or the features that is required in the application.
Okay,
Similarly, we
so
have like
just listen. As you have said that you are working with a team, and every team have some lackness, right? So every
yeah,
code have some bugs. So what are basically the three red flags you look when reviewing someone else's code?
okay. So basically uh, while reviewing the code, first of all, uh, I want to make sure like they have like proper comments. And if we have a something better solution, the functions need to be very short. If we have a better solution, I can add a review there in the PR, and also I'll check the naming convention. If we are following camel case or snake case, we need to like make sure the developer is using the same that we are already using. So this is one, like we need to and the other one is like to make sure like the functions not too long and very
If you
complex.
don't mind, can you please elaborate this camel case or snake case?
Okay, so basically like if we have if we are, let's suppose we are storing a data in the database. Okay, so we are following, as we are following like a camel case. So the characters of the variables needs to be like uppercase, capitalize. And
Okay.
in the same way, it's for snake case, we need to use hyphens. uh, like I can give you an example. My if we have like a my variable name, so the m of M of like the first letter needs to be small, and then the variable V is capital and the name is N capital. In the same way, in the snake case, my variable name. So my and then underscore variable underscore name. This is
Yes,
snake case.
I got your point. I got your point. So, and do let me know, how do you handle the disagreements in the tech decisions with other team members?
So first of all, I listen everyone's point. So like I want to like understand their perspective firstly, and then I will be like very respectful in these manners because everyone have their own thought process. We want to clarify where we are disagreeing, and we need to like check like we need to at the end like focus on our goal and facts, like what evidence we have, and if we need to like check the circumstances. It depends on our goal. If his point of view is helping to achieve our goal quickly, then obviously I will compromise on that, and otherwise we can disagree on the basis of their comments.
Okay, so it was the good response from your side, sharing your experience and everything. So basically, the next phase of the interview will be of like technical task and the problem solving session. So would you be comfortable with that?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not right
absolutely.
now. It's not right now, but maybe in a day or two. So it will
Sure,
based
sure.
on technical task, and our team will have a brief review on your applications and your interview. So is this like somehow possible to share the updated link of your portfolio so that we can go through on that?
Yeah, sure, sure. I'll share.
Yes, sure.
I'll share.
Just after the interview, share the portfolio link with us so that
Okay.
our team can review that,
Okay. I'll
and
share the.
also leave the feedback in my WhatsApp chat about the interview, the questions or the changes you want.
I think it's fine. These are the questions that mostly asked in the interviews. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm wrapping this for now. So, do you have any questions or anything related to our company or the positions you can ask now?
Okay. So, what's the like next step? Like, how many rounds are there? I just wanna
There
like.
are basically, this is the phase one of interview, and the second interview will be conducted with our CEO of the company. So he will then finalize the person who he fits best for this role. So we have just only two rounds for this. This is the phase one, and the next one will be in like 2 to 3 business days.
Okay. Okay. So, where are you located? Like, where's the company is located?
Basically, we located in Dubai, and we just want a senior tech developer to work with us remotely to handle our teams and the instructions and follow-ups of all the technical sides.
All right. And is it a remote role?
Yes, it's a remote job.
All right. All right. Uh, all right. I'm looking forward for the next round. Yeah, I'll share my updated resume, portfolio, and the feedback for this interview. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, Saf, for your time.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Have a
Hafiz.
great day. Bye.
Have a great day.